Hey YouTube, Gallagher123123 back again with another iOS 26 video for you all. Now this one is one I am very excited about making because I love music and I hope a lot of you do as well, because that's our focus of this video. I'll be showing you some of my favorite changes in the music app, and in particular two of them: pinning items and making folders. Let's go ahead and just get on into it.
1:14 a.m.
Okay, my phone's unlocked.
Stock, music,
and we're in the music app.
music, library, heading.
Now, I'll first talk about pinning. So you can pin some of your favorite playlists, and you can do albums, probably art, I think pretty much anything that you want quick and easy access to, you can pin that and get that access. So let's go ahead and take a look at how this works. I'll show you some that I've already pinned.
More, button, my account, button.
So we have the standard my account, options like that.
Classical mix 3, pinned, go to, button.
And here we get into our pinned items. So I have a playlist here called Classical Mix 3.
Classical mix 1, pinned, go to,
Classical
button.
Mix 1.
Classical shorts 4, pinned, go to,
A lot
button.
of these are classical playlists because, well, that's what I listen to a lot of.
Classical shorts 4, pinned, go to, but classical on period instruments, pinned, steel drum albums, pinned, go to, button.
And a steel drum playlist, some good music like that I like for something a little bit different. So that's what I have pinned currently. Let's see if we can add a few more items. So what I'm going to do is go to Playlists.
Playlists, artist, playlists, button.
In fact, there it is. Go into Playlists.
Favorite songs, button. Favorite song artist genre, 8 playlists, middle dot 3 folders, button.
And here we're seeing an example of folders. I'll come back to that though momentarily, but let's find a folder.
Play, button, shuffle, album pump, Christmas, 5 playlists, middle, play, shuffle, Christmas album compilations, old Christmas play, favorite, awesome Christmas songs, button.
Now, let's say I want easy access to my Christmas playlist. Well, okay, I guess it's not quite time yet. It's only September. Well, but if you think about it before you know it, it will be time. So, might as well get ready for it now. Let's pin this Christmas playlist. So what I'm going to do is do a triple tap.
Download, button.
And here we have a menu of options.
Undo favored, share, button, play, shuffle, pin playlist, button.
And right there, we have pin. I'll go ahead and double tap that.
Favorite song artist genre, back button.
And that should have been done. While we're here, we'll pin another one.
Favorite, Boston Pops Christmas favorites, button.
Oh, that's another great playlist of mine, my Boston Pops Christmas favorites. Again, we'll do the same thing.
Download, button. Undo, share, play, shuffle, pin playlist, button.
We'll pin this.
Alert. Maximum pins reached.
Okay, we've reached our limit.
To pin this, unpin something else. You can pin up to 6 things to your library.
So, 6, and I did that intentionally, 6 items you can pin.
Okay, button.
So, I've hit my limit. So, we'll say okay.
Old Christmas playlists, 5 playlists, button.
And we'll go back to the home screen.
Tab bar, search, tab selected, library,
Or back
tab,
to the start of the library tab. I'll double
Selected.
tap. And let's just see.
Playlists, button.
The last item should be
Awesome Christmas songs, pinned, go to, button.
our Awesome Christmas Songs playlist, as that was the last thing that I pinned, and sure enough, there it is.
Steel drum albums, classical on period instruments, pinned, go
Now,
to, button.
Let's say we want to reorganize this. I believe we should be able to do that pretty easily.
Awesome Christmas songs, pinned, go to, read. Alex, primary voice.
Okay, so it does appear actually right now that there is no actions to drag this, so that is missing. But what we can do, if you're comfortable, and these are very small to move, it's not like it's moving like apps, which is a bit difficult because those are tiny. These are a bit bigger, so it's and small distances. That's what I was trying to say there. So let's say we want to move this to the first position. This is laid out on screen in a 3x3 grid. So your first 3 items on top, and then the bottom has your remaining 3 items. So if we want Awesome Christmas Songs,
pinned, go to,
to
button.
be at the beginning, then what we should be able to do is I'll double tap and hold. and kind of move it into position there. So actually, that's going to take a little bit,
Vertical scroll bar, 11 pages,
actually,
0%,
of
adjustable.
trial and error. So I do apologize. I actually thought that was a little bit better than it was. But we've moved it into place.
Classical Mix 1, Classical Mix 3, Awesome Christmas Songs, My Account, button.
And now it is the first item.
Awesome Christmas Songs, pinned, go to, button.
Hopefully Apple will add the typical drag actions to reorganize this, and I'm sure they will. But at the moment, we cannot do that. Now, it's a little bit too early, I think, for this playlist, so I'm going to go ahead and unpin it.
Awesome Christmas Songs, pinned, go
And
to,
the
button.
way we'll do that is I'll, again, try the triple tap.
Play, button, shuffle, play next, play after, tap action, unpin playlist, tap action, go to playlist, button, unpin playlist, button.
And here is unpin, so let's double tap.
Playlists, button, artists, albums, artist, playlist,
And-
steel drum, classical mix 3, My Account, Classical Mix 3, pinned, go to,
And there we
button.
go, it's gone. And we now have room again for one more item. So that is pinning. And I do like this. It's a way to access your favorite playlists quickly. Now, I will say I wish there wasn't the 6-item limit. I'll be very honest. I do wish that I could pin a bit more than that. At least 10 would be my preference. But to be honest, I don't know. Just, I say let me go pin crazy and pin what I'd like there. But to me, this is still a very nice feature. And it reminds me a little bit of the my favorites part of the Sonos experience, or at least of what the older Sonos experience was when that was very straightforward. But that's that. Now, the feature, though, even more that I'm excited about is folders. And we saw a little bit of this, a little bit of information about this. So actually, technically, playlist folders aren't a completely new concept. However, it has not been possible to make them using the music app on iOS. The way you had to do it was kind of a legacy feature in the music app on macOS, and I believe iTunes for Windows could still do it, but you could not do it on your phone. Well, at long last, this has finally been added. And the implementation here is actually better than I could have hoped. So let's take a look at how this works. And you heard a little bit of this, but we'll go into it more now. I'm going to go back into my playlists.
Playlists, button.
Okay, there's playlists. I'll double tap.
Favorite songs, button.
And I'm going to go into my classical playlist, which is under, where do I go?
Favorite songs, button. Favorite song artist genre, 8 playlists, middle dot 3 folders, button.
We want to go here to favorite song artist genre. I'll double tap on this.
Play, button. Shuffle, album compilations, 10 playlists, button.
And we have a folder there called album compilations, which has 10 playlists in it.
Christmas, 5 playlists, middle dot 2 folders, button.
Christmas, which has 2 folders in it.
Christmas, 5 playlists, middle dot 2
along
folders,
with 5
button.
other playlists.
Classical, 18 playlists, middle dot 1 folder,
Now
button.
that's a big folder. There's 1 folder along with 18 playlists. So let's go in here, because this is where we can have some fun, and I'll show you where folders can be extremely versatile and where I like to use them.
Play, button.
So we'll go in here.
Shuffle, classical pieces, 16 folders, button.
And in here, I have a whole bunch of classical playlists.
Favorite, BSO favorites,
Let's
button.
go through some of these.
Favorite, classical favorites. Favorite, classical mix 1. Favorite, classical mix 2. Favorite, classical mix 3. Classical on period instruments. Classical piano favorites, button. Classical piano favorites old. Classical shorts 1, button.
And so on. So I have a lot of playlists here.
Classical, favorite, classical mix 2. Favorite, classical mix 1. Favorite, classical favorites. Favorite, BSO favorites. Classical pieces, 16 folders, button.
But here, one issue I've always had with smart speakers is getting them to actually play classical music and play the correct pieces. So I had the idea a long time ago that what I should do is make playlists for each individual piece of music that I like. And there I could place my favorite recording of those pieces. So that's what I did. But folders allow me to really keep that organized. So let's go ahead and go into my classical pieces folder,
Play button. Shuffle button. Bach 1 playlist button.
and you'll see that I've made folders for composers.
Beethoven 21 play. Bach 1 playlist
So I have a
button.
Bach folder, of course, not only has one playlist,
Beethoven 21 playlists. Middle dot 2 folders button.
21 Beethoven playlists,
Brahms 13 playlists. Bruckner 1 playlist. Chopin 1 playlist button. Debussy 0 playlists button. Dvorak 1 playlist button. Haydn 6 playlists button. Holst 1 playlist button. Mendelssohn 1 playlist button. Mozart 34 playlists. Middle
So-
dot 2 folders button.
some of these, as you can tell, I have quite a bit in, especially Beethoven, Mozart, Brahms, some of my favorite composers right there.
Saint-Saëns 1 playlist. Schubert 3 playlists. Schumann 1 playlist. Tchaikovsky 3 play. Vivaldi mini player. Vivaldi
And there we go.
Tchaikovsky Schumann 1 Schubert 3 playlists button.
Now, some of these also contain a folder,
Sans Mozart 30 Mendelssohn 1 Mozart 34 playlists. Middle dot 2 folders button.
and in here we have 2 folders under Mozart. So I'll show
Play
you
button.
how I have this set up.
Shuffle out recordings 10 playlists button.
I have a folder in here called alt recordings or alternate recordings, and that is for other versions or recordings of pieces that I like that aren't the main one that I listen to.
Mozart recording compilations 7 playlists button.
And recording compilations is what I did previously, where I have just all of the recordings in one big playlist.
Mozart bassoon concerto but Mozart clarinet concerto button.
But in here you'll see
Mozart coronation mass button.
I have all of my
Mozart flute and harp concerto
Pieces.
but Mozart flute concerto 2. Mozart horn quartet but Mozart oboe quartet. Mozart piano and winds quintet. Mozart piano concerto 6 but Mozart piano concerto 7. Mozart piano concerto 8 button.
so I have all these playlists here.
Mozart violin concerto 3 vertical scroll 90 80 70 60 50 40 30 20% 10 0%.
And similar
Mozart out recordings 10 playlists button.
under alternate recordings.
Play Mozart piano concerto 10 Brodegem but Mozart clarinet concerto London button.
Okay, so that's version with the London Symphony Orchestra, so I just have keywords there to help me.
Mozart piano concerto 10 Brodegem. Mozart piano concerto 10 New York button.
So that gives you an idea of how I like to use folders. Now let's take a look at how we can manage what's in here, though.
Mozart shuffle play dictate search out record more filter new playlist Mozart back button.
We'll go back
Out recordings 10 playlists but shuffle play search field
and
more but filter new playlist Mozart head classical pieces
back to our
Mozart 34 playlists middle dot 2 folders button.
main list here. And let's see. So let's say there's a composer here that we want to add a folder or an entry for. Well, I can do that very easily now with the new design here.
More button.
So if I go to More,
Rename button.
which is on the top right,
Move to folder grid button selected list title button date added button last play updated selected delete from dismiss context menu button.
oops, I'm sorry.
Mozart 34 playlists middle dot more 52% Charlie and ET 52% more but filter but new playlist button. Create new playlist.
So if
button.
I go to New Playlist, that should probably just be actually renamed as New.
Create new folder button.
But we have New Playlist and New Folder.
Create new folder button.
I'll select New Folder.
Alert. New folder. Enter a name for this folder. Text field is editing. Folder name. Insertion point at end.
And we can give this folder a name. Copeland.
Inserted Copeland.
Okay, there we go. We have our folder.
D N A
Just
L
make
E
sure.
P O cap C.
Perfect.
Cancel. Create button. Classical pieces. Back button.
And
New filter. More. Copeland. Heading.
takes us in
Playlist you add to this folder will appear here.
and tells us the playlist we add will be available
Copeland.
there.
More. Filter. New classical pieces. Classical pieces.
So
New play. Filter. More. Search. Dictate. Play. Shuffle. Bach. Beethoven. Brahms. Bruckner. Chopin. Copeland. 0 playlists. Button.
add a more modern composer there. So I have the folder ready to go for when I want to add stuff to it. Now what I'll show to kind of wrap this video up is how we can add playlists to these folders. And I have some that I've made actually over the weekend that need to be put into their proper folders.
Chopin. 1 playlist. Button.
And we can verify
More.
that.
Filter. New play. Classical. Back button.
I'll come out of here
Classical pieces. 17 folders. Button.
and
Favorite song artist genre. Back button. Classical. Christmas. 5 playlists. Middle dot 2 folders. Button. Search field. More. Favorite song artist genre. Playlists. Back.
now
Favorite
we're
song
back
artist
in the
genre. 8
list.
playlist. school concerts, vacations, 4 playlists, but classical music, button, my top,
Okay,
recently
so these
added,
are...
recently play, top 25 most 90s music, Beethoven Symphony 3 NBC, button,
Yes, here we are. We're seeing some already.
Brahms Cello Sonata 2, button,
So, just as 2 examples, we have this version of Beethoven Symphony 3 recorded by the NBC Symphony Orchestra
Brahms Cello Sonata 2, button,
and Brahms Cello Sonata 2. These need to be put into proper folders. So, let's do that.
tab bar, selected, library, tab,
I'm going to go
selected,
back to my library,
songs, downloaded, recently added, heading,
and under recently added... Oops, my dark mode kicked in.
Mozart Symphony 40 Berlin, Colin Gallagher, button,
We have some of these playlists I need to put in the right folder. So here is an alternate recording I have of Mozart's 40th Symphony.
Haydn, Trumpet Concerto, Mozart Symphony 40 Berlin, Colin Gallagher, button,
Let's double tap on this.
playlist artwork, image, black text shuffle, Symphony No. 40 in G minor, K, 550, I Molto Allegro, by Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, Berlin Philharmonic and Carl Bohm, button,
And there it is. So this is a Vienna Philharmonic recording, or Berlin. Wait, is it
Symphony No.
Berlin?
40 in G minor, K, 552, Andante, by Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, Berlin Philharmonic and Carl Bohm,
Yep,
button,
the Berlin Philharmonic. Sorry about that. So it's here. The 4 movements are here, but we need to move this playlist.
more, button,
So if I activate the More button, top right,
download, favorite, share, pin playlist, add to a playlist, button, edit, button, start collaborate, sort by, move to folder, play next, move to folder, button,
we have Move to Folder. I love this. We don't have to drag and drop or anything like that. We can say Move to Folder,
move Mozart Symphony 40 Berlin to,
and it says Move to...
cancel, all playlists, sort by, move, dim, new folder, button, all playlists,
We could put it in a new folder.
favorite songs, button, favorite song artist genre, button,
We're going to go under here.
new folder, all playlists, back button, move favorite song artist, sort by, move, new folder, all play, album pump, Christmas, classical, button, new folder,
Classical.
button, back, favorite, classical mix 2, button, favorite, classical mix 3, favorite, classical favorites, favorite, BSO, classical pieces, button,
Classical pieces.
new folder, classical,
Okay,
back
it's going
button,
to be a bit
Bruckner, button,
deep here.
show, Coppola, Debussy, Dvorak, Haydn, Holst, Mendelssohn, Mozart, button, new
Mozart.
folder, classical pieces, Mozart bassoon concerto, Mozart, out recordings, button,
And alt recordings.
new folder, Mozart, back button, move Mozart Symphony 40 Berlin to, out recordings, heading,
And it confirms the folder here.
sort by, button, move, button,
And we just double tap on Move.
move,
And I got
Library,
a little
back button.
haptic. And we can consider it done.
Mozart Symphony 41 Berlin, Colin Gallagher, button, Mozart Symphony 40 Berlin, Colin Gallagher, button,
Okay, so there's the playlist. Of course, it shows up here because it's recently added.
Mozart Symphony 41 Berlin, Haydn Haydn keyboard sonata 5, Haydn, piano sonatas, Beethoven, Symphony No. 3 and Beethoven Symphony 3 NBC, Colin Gallagher, button,
Okay, so we saw this playlist earlier. Let's move this one next.
Beethoven Symphony 3 NBC, Colin
And remember, we saw this in the root of my playlist folder. So,
more, button, edit, start collaboration, edit, start, sort by, move to folder, play next, move to folder, but, move Beethoven Symphony 3 NBC to, all playlists, sort by, move, new folder, all playlists, favorite song artist genre, button, new folder, move, new, all, Christmas, button, classical, button, new folder, move, move, new, all, classic, favorite, classical pieces, button, new folder, classic, move, class, sort by, move, new folder, all play, Bach, Beethoven, button, new folder, move, Beethoven, sort by, move, new folder, all playlists, out recordings, button, new folder, Beethoven, back button, Beethoven, back, move, button, sort by, out recordings, move, button, move,
and now,
library,
I got
back
the
button,
haptic. We should be good.
tab bar, selected, library, tab, selected, library,
Okay, so let's go back to the library tab.
verticals 12 2%, 0%,
And
albums, artist, playlists, button,
playlists.
favorite songs, favorite song artist genre, 8 playlists, middle dot 3 folders,
And let's just
button, random,
verify.
school, vacation, classical, my top rated, recently played, top 20, 90s music, Brahms Cello Sonata 2, button, Brahms Cello Sonata 2, button,
Okay, you notice we skipped over Beethoven Symphony 3 NBC. Why? Well, because we moved it.
top, recent, my top, classic, vacation, school, random, favorite song artist genre, 8 playlists, play, but, shuffle, album compilation, Christmas, 5 classical, 18 playlists, middle, Beatles favorites, button, classical, 18 playlists, middle dot 1 folder, button, play,
Let's just verify.
favorite, BS, classical pieces, play, shuffle, Bach, Beethoven, Brahms, Beethoven, 20, play, button, out recording, Beethoven recording out recordings, Play. Button.
Alternate recordings.
Shop. Beethoven Piano Concerto 2 Brodiga. Beethoven Piano Concerto 5 Berlin. Button. Beethoven Piano Concerto 5 Gould. Beethoven Piano Concerto 5 Rubinstein. Beethoven Symphony 3 NBC. Button. Beethoven Symphony 3 New York. Beethoven Symphony 3 NBC. Button.
There it is, Beethoven Symphony 3 NBC. So we successfully moved it. I love this feature. I mean, I'm a bit of a, I guess you could say a bit of a neat freak. I like my playlists in a certain order. And finally, oh my goodness, I've been complaining about this for years. We could finally do this on our phones with iOS 26. It makes me so happy. All right, one more feature that I'm going to mention but not demonstrate, because I don't have a good way to demonstrate it, and I'm less familiar. There is an auto mix feature in iOS 26. So I'm going to start this playlist.
Symphony No. 3 in E flat major. Opus 55 Eroica. Mini.
And I've expanded the mini player at the bottom.
Auto mix. Off. Button.
And in the controls,
Symphony No.
when we have it open,
By Ludwig van Beethoven. Favored. By Ludwig van. Symphony No. 3 in E flat major. Opus 55 Eroica. Allegro con brio. By Ludwig van Beethoven. Arturo Toscanini and NBC Symphony Orchestra. Button.
we see the artist.
Favored. But more. But track position. Music app. Previous track. Not set. But play. Next track. But volume.
Oops,
63%.
actually, it's
Next
skipped over
play.
it.
Previous
What the
music
heck?
track is more. Favored. By Ludwig. Symphony No. Album art. Reorder. Symphony. Reorder. Reorder. Symphony. From Beethoven. Continue playing. Auto mix. Off. Button.
Here we have the auto mix option. And if you don't want that, go ahead and turn it off here. For me, it was on by default, which may produce interesting results. So depending on what you listen to, I wanted to show you where that was.
Music. Paused. Symphony No. 3 in E flat major. Opus 55 Eroica. Allegro con brio. By Ludwig van Beethoven. Arturo Toscanini and NBC Symphony Orchestra. Downloaded. Button.
I did want to show you where that was, though, so that you could make the adjustments if needed.
Shuffle.
So out of everything in iOS 26, I think this is very close to the top of my favorite features list. And I mean, like I said, it just changes everything of how I organize my music and makes it that I'm able to access what I care about much quicker, and it's just more fun. And I love the method they put in here for moving playlists into folders. Well, that's going to do it for this iOS 26 video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.
Thank you for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please give the video a like. Subscribe and click the bell icon to get notified about upcoming videos. Follow me on Twitter at Gallagher123123. You can also find me on Mastodon at Gallagher123123 at dragonscave.space. Thank you again for watching. We will see you in an upcoming video.